Good evening, everyone. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey coming to you from Hamilton on the West Mountain here in Ontario. We're going to monitor the Lake Ontario Radio Club net as we usually do on Tuesday from the VE3 ZOE repeater at a frequency of 443.075. Just a crapshoot as far as who our net controller is going to be tonight. Bill was a little under the weather, so perhaps he may be resting. His voice was all torn up. I think he was going a little hard at it at the park. Way too many CQs, and I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, if he doesn't show up, then our friend Chuck from the lower city, VE3, CJZ, will be picking up the net. Anyways, stand by for 7 o'clock. There it is.
Alrighty then. Looks like I'll be filling in for Bill. This is VA3CJZ opening the Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. First of all, I'd like to thank Terry for the use of this fine repeater, VE3IQL. Thank you, Terry. And let's see now. It is Tuesday, July the 22nd, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located just east of downtown Hamilton. Before we take any check-ins, I'd like to mention that we lost a legend today, a pioneer, a musician, and that would be Ozzy Osbourne, passing away today at the age of 76. When I was in my mid-teens, early teens, I picked up the electric guitar, and three bands really influenced me in playing hard rock, heavy metal, whatever you want to call it. And that would be one of the bands was Black Sabbath with Ozzy, and the other two was Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin. So I've been listening to Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne for many, many years, probably 50 years now. Yeah. So anyways, I, along with millions of other fans, are sad for the loss, but no one lives forever. So with that, I guess I better open up a log here, if you just bear with me. I'm going to open up the logbook for tonight's net. And so with that, do we have any one and done priority traffic or mobile stations? Please come now. VE3LBI, just a quick one. Okay, VE3LBI, Larry with a quick one.
Nothing really to report today. Beautiful day. I guess humidity starts back in tomorrow, so that's it. I'm doing a couple of things. Wife's going to go for a walk, so I'll be outside with her for a bit.
All right, very good, Larry. I guess you're the physiotherapist for for the walk. So very good then. Thanks for your check-in, Larry.
Yep. Okay, thanks very much, Chuck. All the VE3LBI clear.
Okay then, so let's open up the net to everyone with a valid license to check in. Please come now. VA3WPG. VA3WPG, Chris, come on in.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG said my little piece earlier on. Other than that, I'll just say again, without Ozzy and Sabbath, none of the bands that I currently listen to would exist right now if it wasn't for them. So hats off. Other than that, VA3WPG listening along.
Yep, absolutely. You're right there, Chris. As mentioned before, he was a pioneer for sure, and influenced many people. So, okay, Chris. Well, thanks for your check-in, sir. Sounding good tonight. And I too was listening to some Aussie there earlier today, and probably will a little bit later on. Thanks again. Anything else?
Nope. Oh, other than that, I guess I got the, I don't know if I mentioned, but my bike was dying after I got everything fixed up. Turned out to be a loose spark plug wire. I guess it got knocked off when I hit the pothole. My bike was sort of cutting in and out there, but got it all good and running. Got it going good now, so we seem to be back in business. Everything seems to be going good with that. So yeah, other than that, nothing going. So well, yeah, let's keep going. VA3WPG. Have a good evening, everybody listening along.
Okay, Chris. When you mentioned spark plug, it reminded me of a gas lawnmower that I had, and the shutoff switch stopped working. And so I would pull the spark plug cable off, but I would get one hell of a zap every single time I would do that. But hey, you got to shut it off somehow, right?
That happened to me yesterday. Actually, I was trying to figure out which was giving me the problem. Left or right coil for spark plugs, so pulling the plugs off, trying to decide which one, or trying to figure out which one was giving me the problem. Yep, got a nice jolt there, but it did shut off. Okay, VA3WPG.
All right, Chris, thanks again. Okay, so let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. All right, look at that. Checking out the YouTube stream. Bill has checked in on YouTube, and he is still resting his voice. Okay, Bill, we will add you to the log, and I hope you heal up quickly there. Remember to drink plenty of fluids. Keep them cords lubricated. Okay, so with that, let's do another call out and see who else is out there. I know it's a really, really nice day today. It's, 24 degrees outside the CJZ studio, and low humidity. I love it. Mostly sunny all day long, so there might not be too many people checking in, but let's do another call out. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. VE3KDT.
VA3IMW.
VA3MHV.
VA3ECS.
Okay, I sort of missed the person who was after IMW and before DCS.
Oh, that was me, Chuck Mark, Victor Alpha 3 Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, I have short-term memory loss and only two fingers to type with. So, okay, so we've got KDT, IMW, MHV, and DCS Dave. Let's bring in Noel, VE3 KDT.
Good evening, and everyone else on that. Yeah, just sitting out here on the patio. Don't mind the fan noise from the air conditioner. Yeah, didn't really have too much to in the way of traffic or anything else going on. Just saying our farewells there to Ozzy, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thought I'd throw it in for you, and also I also heard Mac there. You can put me
me down for a check-in for Sunday night. I was the lone person streaming you from the 401 and could not text or transmit far enough for that.
All right, very good then, Noel. And yeah, don't blame you for hanging out on your deck or porch. Like I said there, it's beautiful. I think we're looking at unsettled weather for tomorrow. Let's see what it actually, it changes every hour. So I think they have one of those wheels in the back and they spin it and throw a dart. And that's the weather forecast that they give you. Tomorrow, 29 degrees was only feeling like 32. That's not too bad. And only a 20% chance of precipitation. At the moment, they're saying now Friday and Saturday are going to be the wet days for the week. All right, Noel, anything else there?
No, just listening along. Thanks for having me. Sorry. And yeah, I will pass it back to you. VA3KD2.
All right, Noel, thanks again. Let's move over to Mac. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Mac, come on in. Let me put the timer on.
And take a deep breath and go. Good evening, Charles, and all on net. Thanks for picking up the net for Bill. Trust he recovers quickly. And I get the joke there, VA3NFL, kissing the wrong girls, Bill, or the wrong something. Anyways, stop licking door handles or whatever. Trust that Chris is staying away from Bill disease, so he sounded pretty fine. Anyways, oh, there's Albert checking in from Barrie. Good evening, sir. VA3BT, I guess another one for the log. Anyways, yes, YouTube is up and running. And if you want to follow along, just type in my call sign in the YouTube search box. Scroll down until you hit the big red sticker that says live. Give it a click and you'll find us right here. Anyways, all is well. Looking forward to, I'm already looking forward to the weekend. But I gotta say, maybe this is my opportunity to do some free advertising for you, Chuck. We're also looking forward to spending a couple of hours with VA3CJZ tomorrow night from 8 to 10 p.m. on 146.430. Hey, I got the frequency right tonight. And the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, always a great way to break up the week. Other than that, all is well. Traffic up and down the highway today was superb. Hoping that holds out for the balance of the week. Not much else to say right at this point in time, but I'll be staying by.
Oh, come on. It's disappointing. You still had 1 minute and 13 seconds there, Mac. Very good then. Well, thank you for the plug for the A-Reg tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And let's see, what else now? I forgot what I was going to say because I was cracking a joke there. I'm drawing a blank. So anyways, yeah, I see Al checked in on YouTube as well as Albert. Good evening, gentlemen. And you are now added to the log. And Al, bonsoir, Al. Comment allez-vous? So back to you there, Mac.
Yes, yeah. Al likes to spell phonetically in French, so that works well. But yes, VA3NFL. You're not only in the log on YouTube. I'm sure that we'll hear you shortly, so you can at least vocalize your practice French. Anyways, that's about it for now, Chuck. Yeah, I really don't have a whole lot more. Maybe just a little, I guess, a little bit, a little disappointing with all the hype we had with this HOTA operator coming in from New York State who was supposedly going to meet up with people on Sunday, but then again somehow disappeared and we didn't hear anything from him. So I guess the only connection we had was working him at Pier 4 when he came in Saturday night. So anyways, keep up the good work there, Al. Your French is getting better all the time. Back to you, Chuck, VA3IMW.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe that guy got a hassle at the border. You never know. I mean, as far as the border officers go, whether they're American or Canadian, they're both the same. They treat everyone with suspicion. But, yeah. Oh, well. Wait for the next one, I guess. So I managed to get one part today in the U.S. and another contact with Costa Rica on 17 meters. You know, I moved my my G5RV southern leg from the position I've had it for a while, and geez, it improved. It improved the antenna. It's it's working better on a couple of extra bands, like 15 and 17 are working much better. And unfortunately, it's not doing well on 20 as far as tuning, but 40, 80, and all the rest are all good. And it's funny because all I did was lift the leg from the 6-foot fence up to about maybe 16 feet high, another 6 feet, and made a difference in the radiating pattern there. So it all worked out pretty good.
When you lifted the leg, did it make a little toot sound? Ah, that's too funny. Anyways, yeah, I did some poking around on HF as soon as I got home. Picked up a couple of operators in New Jersey on 40 meters with a nice 5.9 signal. 20 meters grabbed Texas with 5.9 signal as well. And then our favorite East Coaster, VE9 Charlie Foxtrot. Got another 5.9 signal from him activating another park in the East Coast there, which means 3 new parks. Yes, they were all newbies to me. So yeah, band conditions not too bad. I haven't poked around on some of the higher bands, so we'll see what happens perhaps a little later on. But now we're getting to the point of the day where 10 meters and 12 and 15 maybe not so good, but we'll check it out nonetheless. Anyways, now I'm really done. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, Mac, very good. Yeah, and the VE9 Charlie Fox there, he's a good barometer. If you can hear him, that means conditions aren't too bad. Okay, thanks. Let's move over to Mark, patiently waiting in the wings. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Good evening, Chuck and Owen.
Hello?
Log. Off to work to go home. We're all sitting up. Was off Monday though, and I did a bit of radio that day, so I had a pretty good day. I got wrapped around 21 on the QRZ log, so I haven't been in the POTA site to see if everybody logged, but I would imagine they did. I got my in Rubio, I think it is the latest award. That put me over the top for the 200. I grabbed that. I don't know, not much going on here, Chuck. Just wanted to give you a check-in. I grabbed the radios, and hey, don't think there's a net on, but maybe there is. And sure enough,
Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Mark, congratulations.
Roger that, Chuck. It does get better in the evening usually, and I wasn't able to do anything today, but I'll make it on this evening and see if I can grab a few more. But I have a long way to go to catch up to you fellas, but it's a good start, get my feet wet and get a little more comfortable making cues. So anyway, I'll let you pick up the rest, and I'll be listening along for the duration.
Okay, very good, Mark. Thank you. Let's move over to DCS Dave. Victor Alpha 3, DCS.
Well, good evening there, Chuck, and all on frequency and YouTube. Another day of work. Got home, had dinner, cleaned up the garage a bit. The usual stuff.
Yeah, Roger. I was a little busy there when you came on 1 minute before 5 p.m. I couldn't really get to the radio, but I was thinking to myself, you must have got out of work early. It's before 5. Anyhow, gorgeous day today. We deserve that. We also deserve a little bit of rain. We haven't really been getting much, but apparently that's going to happen on the weekend. So anyhow, back to you.
All right, yes, I did key the mic up just before 5. Yeah, I finished at 4:30, so I was on the road for just under half an hour. I don't even remember where I actually keyed the microphone, but I must have. Traffic wasn't too bad coming home. A little bit slow on the 403 into Hamilton. It wasn't like yesterday was just a madhouse. People trying to cut trucks off from changing into the lane off the merge lane, and it was absolutely. I don't know where these people get their brains, their driving skills. I'll just keep pushing up and choke this truck off from moving it late. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, it's all part of the routine, right? It doesn't matter. And then you see guys zipping in and out, and it's like, you know what? You're going to gain what? Maybe 2 minutes of time, and just go with the flow.
Yeah, absolutely. And that type of traffic, they can keep changing lanes, and they might gain 2 car lengths. That's about it.
Funny thing though is, Dave, when I'm traveling and I get stuck, let's say there's a slowdown on the highway for some reason, I always seem, to me anyways, I always seem to pick the lane that doesn't move. Because, you gauge which car, like you can refer to how far up ahead they are, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this lane's not moving. What, am I in the wrong lane? So, and it doesn't matter which lane I pick, it's usually the one that stops and the other one goes. That's just the way it is, I guess.
Yeah, you see the people jump, that lane's moving quicker. They jump over there, and then you pass them a few seconds later because they've now stopped. Because everybody's jumping over there because it's moving faster.
Yeah, the accordion effect. Anyhow, Dave, thank you so much for checking in tonight with us. And do you have any plans this weekend?
Yeah, hitching the trailer up on Friday and heading out to Bronte and be there until Monday afternoon.
Great stuff. Yeah, it's good to get away. My wife hasn't made any definite plans for her vacation time yet, and so she normally gets time off in August, and that's when we'll either do some backyard camping or I don't know. I'm in pretty rough shape. I can't do much. So I think it might just be backyard camping again this year.
Well, I'd say you'd be out underneath the stars, but I don't know how the stars get washed out by the city lights where you are.
Yes, especially being in a very well lit area like Center Mall and Ottawa Street. It's kind of tough to see the stars, but sometimes you can see a little bit. But yeah, we have to move the location where we normally put our tent, because normally we put it underneath the neighbor's overhanging pine tree, and with pine, it drips. It's not too bad, but you get the occasional drip there, and man, that's tough to get off. It's good stuff, but not so good on your tent.
Oh, I know all about that. We went to Silent Lake Provincial Park out in the far Kawarthas, and we got a site that was just covered with pines. Well, my truck was covered in sap, and my trailer was covered in sap, so it took quite a bit to get rid of that. Most of it I just let harden, and it ended up flaking off, but it gets on the windows, and you can't use the wipers, it just smears it across, so I had to I used a scraper, like a razor blade at first, and then used some, it was a lemon-based cleaner.
Yes, and the turpentine, the terpenes, and that stuff. So, well, luckily ours doesn't leak too much, or the neighbor's tree, anyways, because it's one of those long pine needle. There are so many varieties of pine. I don't even know what to call it, but it's got like 4-inch long pine needles on the on the tree. So it doesn't. It's not one of those kind that's constantly producing pine. So or tar, I should say. So we're lucky that way, but it does on occasion, and just got to remember that. And the pine needles, oh my gosh, I never knew they were like dried pine needles. Did you know they're combustible?
Well, I know I've thrown enough pine needles on a fire to know that they do burn up quite well. And were they the hard 4-inch needles or the soft needle?
I think there's a hard ones. Well, I can't reach them. They're too high up for me. But I remember one time the wife and I were camping out at Algonquin Park in a tent, and it had been raining, and it was our last day, and I wanted to burn the rest of the wood that we had. So I certainly didn't want to take it back with me. And of course, the fire starter that I had, I couldn't get it started. So I did have a gas can, and I just splashed a little bit on there, and on the wood pile. And when I started it, all the pine needles, it made like a whoosh, and a great big circle of flames started going in an outward direction from the center to the outside, and it was heading straight for our car. And luckily, it put itself out. But I guess the fumes mixed with the pine on the ground, like there was a lot of pine needles on the ground there, from years of just falling down, right? So I learned a lesson that day, and luckily our car didn't catch fire.
Yes, very luckily it didn't. I know. Yeah, I don't make crazy fires unless it's the last night and I want to get rid of all the wood, and then I start piling it on, and I go, well, maybe I shouldn't have piled it on so quickly because the flames do get quite high.
Yep, you got to be mindful. Fire is unpredictable, and things happen very fast. Anyhow, Dave, I'll send it back to you one more time, and then I'm going to do another call out there. Any last words of wisdom?
What, me wisdom? I don't think so. Anyways, Chuck, thanks for doing it. Yeah, I'll be listening along. Hopefully there'll be more to come in. Back to you.
All right, so we'll clear with VA3 DCS Dave. And let's do another call out and see who else is out there would like to check in tonight on the Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. VA3 ZJC. VA3 NFG. Alrighty then. So let's say hello to VA3 NFL. Al.
Hey Chuck, how you doing? Today spent the day with three of my grandkids, my daughter-in-law and the wife. Actually took them all down to St. Catharines to the Mandarin. $120 later. Wow, expensive. You ever been to that, yesterday I was working up number 6 north. I think they call it Breezy Corners restaurant beside the Tim Hortons. Boy, I tell you, that place is expensive. That cost me $35 for a cheeseburger. An order of fries like you get at A&W in that little steel container thing, wet thing, whatever, and a pop. I thought, this is crazy.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that is, but I bet you that doesn't beat what Steve paid for a lunch up at the restaurant on top of the CN Tower. I heard with the tip it was $5 bills. So yeah, and it's the same thing with those farmers market. You go to you're driving down the highway. Oh, look at a little farmers market. Let's stop in there. The prices are like 3 times what you would pay at the store. It's crazy.
Yeah, found that one out. Yeah, had a good day though. Had the grandkids, the wife, and the daughter-in-law. Said, why not? Let's go. Yeah, that's expensive, but hey, what the hell? We had a good day.
Well, then that makes up for it, So it's all about, being with family. So very good, Al. You forgot to say bonsoir, Chuck.
I don't know about that, man. I forgot about it, but bonsoir to Le Monde. Everybody on that. And bonsoir, Chuck. Yeah, VA3 CJZ. VA3 NFL. I'm looking at your call, sorry. You and Huey messed me up.
Yeah, I felt, I remember when I got my call sign and then I heard Huey's call sign and I was like, oh, that should be interesting. Anyways, Al, thank you so much for checking in, sir. I'm glad you had a good time with the family. That's what it's all about. And so have a great rest of the week, Al. Anything else?
Good to go, Chuck. Everybody on that, enjoy the rest of the evening. Nice and cool. So that part I like. But anyway, Chuck, just check me in. I'm gone. VA3 NFL.
All right, very good, Al. So let's move over to, I believe, Jason, VE3ZJC. Jason, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on frequency. Nothing overly exciting over here. Just finished packing up my bag for the trip, and I am now sitting at the desk and looking for all of the other radio nets that are taking place out in Quebec and in the Maritimes that I may or may not be able to join depending on where I am and when they're running. So I will send it back to you, sir. Thanks for doing this one.
All right, Jason, I understand you're leaving tomorrow morning, heading to the East Coast. Is that right? And whereabouts exactly are you, is your final destination, or are you going to be roaming around the Maritimes?
I got a couple of destinations out there, so quick stopover in Quebec City on the way out. Halifax is the first destination for an event on Friday. The weekend I'll be doing a leisurely roam around Cape Breton and the Cabot Trail. And there's some parks there, and I will have radio gear with me in the car on top of what I would normally carry. So hopefully I will get a POTA activation. I will see if I can maybe get an ATNO while I'm out there, if I can figure out some of those crazy boundaries for their parks. I'll be in my Atlantic office on Monday, and then engagement in PEI in the middle of the week, and then finally a couple of days of rest and relaxation out in Quebec City on the way home.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I like Quebec City. I haven't been out that way in years, of course, but I like the old part of Quebec City. Mind you, I hope you, I hope your French is up to snuff there, Jason.
Oui, je parle français un petit peu. Bonsoir, mon ami, and I will send it back to you because that I'm not doing in French.
All right, so you'll be able to get along with the natives. And yeah, Montreal's not as bad. Well, from when I was there, it was pretty much 50-50 Anglo and French. But Quebec City, different story. So anyways, I wish you well. Safe travels. Hopefully your car stays healthy as well. And can't wait to hear from you. And good luck and enjoy.
Thank you much, sir. And I will follow along on the local nets on the YouTube now that you and Mac are streaming just about everything that comes along. So time permitting, I will give you a digital check-in that way. Thanks for this business on my friend. I'll send it back and let you see who else you can get it. VA3IMW back to that.
All right, very good. Jason, thanks again for checking in. Before I pick up Steve, I'd just like to remind our listeners, if they'd like to check in on the YouTube stream, Mac, VA3IMW, is streaming the net on YouTube. Just look up his call and you can find us under the live section. And so with that, let's bring in Steve. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu.
VA3CJ's at VA3NFG. Good evening, Chuck, and all on that. Not too much to add this evening there, Chuck. I'm just kind of winding down from a day out in the sun there. I was at my mom's place today, and her driveway needed a little bit of loving there. A lot of weeds were growing in there. The driveway doesn't get used anymore, and my mom's like 82, so I mean, I don't expect her to be, looking after the yard like she once did. So yeah, I went over there today on my day off and helped out my mom and cleared the driveway for her. Other than that, that's about it. I did receive my package today. I ordered a spare battery for the RT880. It's sitting in the charger as I'm speaking. So, other than that, everything's all good. Early morning tomorrow, I'm up at 5:30, working a 7 to 4 shift. And then I'm off the day. And then I work a day, Friday, and then I'm off this weekend. But you were saying it's supposed to rain? What, Sunday?
Well, the recent forecast is for Friday, Saturday. Let's see now. They're talking Wednesday. It'll be 29, feeling like 32. But on Thursday, we're going to be 32, probably feeling like 40. And then Friday, 29 with 80% chance of precipitation. They say between 5 and 10 millimeters. And then Saturday, 26 with a 60%, 1 to 3 millimeters, which is not much at all. And then Sunday, mostly sunny with 28 degrees.
Oh yeah, Thursday's gonna be the cooker, eh? Well, that's okay. That'll be my day off, and I don't have any plans as of yet. I think I might have an errand to run on Thursday. That's about it. Maybe I might go watch a baseball game up at Turner Park in the evening, possibly. I have a friend that plays baseball, so I may go watch his game and root for him from the bleachers, I guess you call them. Yep, that's about it there, Chuck. Just taking it easy the rest of the evening. I don't know if I'll do any radio. I fired up the computer and the radio is on, but I'm not in the shack yet, so we'll have to see what happens. Other than that, everybody have a good evening, and we'll catch up with everybody probably tomorrow night there, Chuck. Back to you, VA3CJZ, VA3G.
All right, Steve. Well, before I let you go, I just wanted to commend you on being such a good son to your mom and helping out. And I'm not at that age yet, but as I'm getting older, some things are getting much tougher for me. So I'm sure she really appreciated you helping out there. So, attaboy. All right, so we'll clear with VA3NFG. And let's see who else is out there listening would like to check in with us here on the Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
Victor Echo 3, every kind of junk.
All right, two more there. We got VE3IUK and VE3EKJ. Or is it? Yeah, it's VE3. Okay. Let's bring in the Wolfman, VE3IUK.
Yeah, just a very quick check-in, Chuck. I've got strep throat, so we're on throat spray and penicillin. So just a quick check-in. I'm just going to be taking it easy. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. Back to you.
Oh, yes, I remember getting strep throat and having to spray, what was it, Cepacol, or I forget the name now, but yeah, so as I mentioned earlier there, keep yourself the throat lubricated. So, all right, Bill, take care, buddy, and heal up quick. And next time, don't get too excited. All right, thanks for your check-in, Bill, and let's move over to VE3, Every Known Joke.
I haven't got anybody recently with that. Oh, that always leads to a long old man crank complaining about the quality of our schooling these days, spelling. Nothing new. Just been lazing around, which is what I do mostly now. Although a few projects I keep tinkering with, as I like to say, I never seem to work on anything straight through and get it finished one at a time. I think in 10 years, all my old boat anchors will be up and running on the same day. So, we'll see.
see. Other than that, I don't know. I've been doing so many naps, I haven't even been saving the Earth from the space aliens with my computer games. So if they get us, I guess it's all my fault.
Yeah, what was it? Galaga was one of my favorites, and Invaders, Alien Invaders, I think was another one. Of course, we're talking many years ago. Arcade game style of alien games there. So, as far as our education system, my wife has a pet peeve at work. They've got, where she works, they've got clocks on the wall. Now, most of the people she works with cannot tell time with those clocks. So they go over to the tablet that my wife is using to see the time. And so she ended up putting a strip of tape over it. And she came over to the tablet one time and the tape was ripped off and gone. So she said she took out a permanent marker and covered the time clock on the screen there. So people cannot tell time. It's crazy.
Well, are they not teaching it at all in schools anymore?
Nope. And what was I going to say now? Yeah, that and cursive. Not at all.
Yeah, and the thing about cursive is, if you have to, you can scrawl it on a rock with a half-burnt stick from your fire. But if you can only work a keyboard, you're kind of stuck if you haven't got some kind of keyboard.
I know, it's, I don't know who decided this, but that's just crazy. I mean, what's going to happen in the future? They're going to look at the history books and go, look at this writing, this ancient writing. And the same thing with clocks. I mean, are you kidding me? It's just crazy.
Well, a lot of important historical documents were written in cursive. Maybe that's some politician's master plan to get people to forget about them. I don't know. But it doesn't have to be that way. The problem is that too many areas, like education, they start to get more and more on their own as ordinary folks get busier and busier. They haven't got the time to pay attention. And back in the 90s, when my girls were in school, grade school, I was on what we used to call a PTA. They had some other newfangled name for it at the time. Used to shock the heck out of me. You know, some of the things those teachers did and considered absolutely normal. I think the best one was about head lice. You know, when I was a kid, you know, that was sort of something almost impossible to avoid. But, you know, a school nurse would come around, she'd check all the kids, and any that had a problem would be sent home with a note for their parents. And when the parents did something about it, with shampoos and whatever, the kid would come back. But in the 90s, they had progressed and improved. There was one poor little girl I feel sorry for. I guess she didn't have very good parents. But she was infected, and she'd be sent home. To her, it was just a holiday. Her parents did absolutely nothing. And she was continually reinfecting the other kids. And the principal looked down her nose at me when I mentioned this, and she says, well, you know, we don't want to embarrass them. I says, well, it's a good thing we're not dealing with cholera here. That could have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, no kidding. Geez, when I was a young lad there, and of course, I think I brought home lice as well. And, you know, my parents were diligent in delousing. Now, I heard why they shave your head in the military, right? It's because of lice. And I just heard, or I think it was one of those things that I looked at for on this day in history, and it was, I think, the Greek army has stopped shaving recruits. Now, as I mentioned, that's why, when I was a kid, if families had more than one kid and they were constantly having lice, it would get expensive. So they would just get the clippers out and buzz cut all the boys. And sadly, didn't do that to the girls. So girls were more likely to get and pass on lice. So, yeah, but I know, crazy. All right, Bill. Well, thank you for checking in, sir. Anything else to add?
Not really. Although I might say that, as far as the Greek army, I think they've been peacetime for too darn long. I don't think there's much opportunity to use Head and Shoulders in a foxhole. Not having your head shaved may prove to be a liability. I don't know. Anyway, I'll let you go see if there's anybody else checking in, and I'll just sit back here. And there used to be a term back in the 70s we used for sandbagger. That was it. The guys that just listened. And the older I get, the lazier I get, the more I appreciate that. Over to you, VA3 Echo Kilo Japan.
All right, very good then, Bill. And I wish you have a great rest of the evening and week. So I know I've been enjoying the nice weather there, and as soon as we hit August 1st, it to me it feels like we're getting too close to the end of summer. But that's the cycle we live in this part of the world, anyways. Well, thanks for checking in again, Dave. Do appreciate it. So let's see, it's 7:52 p.m. and I'm looking for some more check-ins for tonight's net. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3IMW recheck.
VA3ZZA. Okay, two more there. Recheck, and I believe that's VE3ZZA. Victor Alpha. Okay, just stand by one. Victor Alpha. Recheck, go ahead.
Thanks, Charles. Just wanted to bring everybody to attention that the Perseid meteor storms are happening over the next few days. So it's kind of fun if you're not able to actually see them, which we probably won't. It's probably going to be more visible to our friends over in Europe, but in the evening, you can tune your HF radio to frequencies in the range of 15, 12, or 10 meters. If you have an SDR radio with a waterfall display, you'll actually be able to see on the display what is called the Doppler effect. As the meteors pierce the atmosphere, they do give off RF at a variable frequency because of the Doppler effect. And you'll be able to, if you don't have a waterfall display, you'll be able to hear the swish as the Doppler effect runs through the frequency that your radio is tuned to. So, keep your eyes in the skies. And if you have the ability to either listen for or watch for the meteor storms, it's a little bit of fun to be had by all. Thanks again, Chuck, and I'll turn it back to you.
All right, very good information there, Mac. Thank you very much. And if you have a radio that does not have a waterfall on it, you can always just go onto your computer and type in websdr.org. And I usually listen to the Pennsylvania one for local for conditions around this area. I also listen to the Washington, DC SDR, and those radios usually have a waterfall on them, so that's another way to do it. Thanks again, Mac. And so let's bring in Victor Alpha 3 ZZA.
Hello, everyone. I just turned on the radio and heard voices, so I figured I'd check in and say hi. I don't have anything in particular to say. I had been scanning around earlier today, and every repeater I could think of was dead, so I am somewhat amazed to actually hear someone coming through my radio today.
Yes, I know throughout the daytime it's not very busy on the repeaters. They usually are more active in the mornings and in the evenings. But let's start off with introductions. My name is Chuck. My call is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, and I'm located in Hamilton below the escarpment. And who am I speaking with, and what's your location?
My name is Evan, and I am located in Oakville, right at the corner of Dundas and Trafalgar.
All right, Evan, pleased to meet you. And I just checked you on direct, and I'm getting you at an S1 to my location, so your station is definitely making a good trip this way. So are you a newly licensed ham or no?
No, it's been a couple of years, 3 years maybe. And I'm currently coming to you from one of the more janky radio setups that you could think of. It's a Baofeng into maybe 50 feet of coax into a mobile whip mounted to a wad of aluminum foil on my balcony. But it's good enough to hit pretty much every repeater I can think of in the area, so I'll take it.
Absolutely, that's outstanding. Must be a pretty good mobile antenna then. So very good. Like I mentioned, here I'm below the escarpment. I'm sure others on top of the escarpment probably have a better copy on you. As a matter of fact, just stand by, Evan. I'm going to bring in Mac, who is located at the very western tip of the Hamilton and Niagara escarpment in Hamilton here, and VA3IMW. Mac, what kind of copy do you have on Evan?
Well, Evan is doing an admirable job with his handheld radio and a base station setup that it sounds like yeah, some people use tinfoil, other people use pizza trays. It's not uncommon, but you're coming to me somewhere between an S7 and an S8, so very, very close to a full scale signal with your setup. So keep up the good work there, Evan. Very pleased to make your acquaintance. Feel free to join us. We're on the summer schedule with this net right now, Sunday, Tuesday on this repeater, and then on Thursday, and I'll be able to hear you. Thursday, we're meeting on a simplex frequency of 446.125. So since I'm the net controller, I'd be able to hear you on that frequency as well, somewhere around at S7. Feel free to jump in and say hello. And then obviously we round out the week with the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew starting at 8 p.m. Right here on this repeater. So lots of stuff going on. And don't forget to also give a try on 2 meters, because if you can hear Chuck and Chuck hears you on direct, tomorrow night on 146.430, starting at 8 p.m. You'll be able to check in with Chuck. Anyways, thanks very much, Evan, and thanks, Chuck, for a chance for me to open my mouth and say more words. That's what really keeps me ticking.
Okay, very good, Mac. Thanks. And so over to you, Evan. Did you hear all that? And does that sound interesting to you? you're more than welcome here, and of course on the 2-meter net tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you for the signal reports, and it's good to know that there are some reliable times that I can show up and have someone to talk to. I did miss what day or days of 446-125 simplex chat happens on. If someone could repeat that for me.
Absolutely. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. on 446.125. And tomorrow night, it will be on 146.430 at 8 p.m.
Got it. My notepad is now covered in frequencies. I will try and check in and talk with you all for one of those days as well.
Okay, Evan, thank you so much for your check-in, and we look forward to chatting with you again soon. And so tomorrow night is the longest running simplex net in the Hamilton and Dundas area. We're coming up on 32 years of being on every Wednesday night. So that's a bunch of nets there, I'll tell you. Okay, Evan, thank you again, and so we'll clear with Victor Alpha 3 Zulu Alpha. Now let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in with us. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor. Cal, come on in.
Hi, Chuck. Hope everything's well with you. I just turned my radio on and heard part of the conversation, so I'm new to the net tonight. But I'm going to listen as much as I can, and thank you for doing it. Back to you.
Oh, very good, Cal. You're sounding really good tonight. And we just cleared with a gentleman using a mobile antenna and some tinfoil out in Oakville, hitting the repeater just great, and with a handheld on top of that. So, yeah, it's a new check-in for us here on the net. And so, even though it's after 8 p.m., we keep going as long as we have check-ins or comments or questions. Beautiful day today, Cal. I enjoyed being in and out of the house. I had some business to take care of at Service Canada early this morning. Get this, the doors open at 8:30. I walked in the door at 8:35. There was only a few people ahead of me, so that was great.
Yeah, it's always a good day when you don't have to wait in line. And looks like we're going to get good weather in the next couple of days. So a lot of time to enjoy the summer. And we've been getting a pretty good summer. A little dry, but hey, I'd rather have it this way than raining every day. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Geez, I remember some summers ago. It seemed like every weekend it was horrible weather, rain and black cloudy, just horrible every weekend in the summertime. Man, that sucked. Anyhow, thanks again, Cal, for checking in. You are number 14 this evening, and so I do appreciate it, sir. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Chuck, 73 to everybody on frequency.
All right, very good. So we'll clear with Cal. And let's see, do we have any last-minute check-ins for tonight's net? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Last call. Who wants to be last? Please come now. Okay, as I mentioned, we have a total of 14 check-ins tonight. I'd like to thank everyone who stopped by to say hello and fill out my logbook and chit-chat for the last hour. It's a great way to spend an hour conversing with like-minded people. And So I want to wish everyone a great rest of the evening and a great rest of the week. I hope to hear you on the net tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the A-Reg. I hope to compile some very interesting and fun stuff for the 2 hours that we're on, and I really look forward to that every week. So this is VA3CJZ saying so long for now and return the frequency back to normal use. 7-3.
And that's how we say goodbye.